a pass. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
All right, here we go.
A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground. It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Peterson. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 1st down, Gabbert. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. The first carry now for Adrian Peterson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion, the tight end. Gabbert to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. Here's Gabbert. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, fighting his way through contact. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
All right, here we go. Watch it. Good. Here we go.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain of 6 there on first. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They go play action here on first down. And that's incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run.
2nd down following the run.
Patriot! Now let's go! Green, 39!
Now Garoppolo. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They call it a gain at 19, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Reminder later tonight, a good one down in Miami. It'll be the Raiders and the Dolphins. A lot of playoff history between those two in the 70s.
Yeah, there sure is.
And then tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 9, the unofficial halfway point of the season with the Lions and Packers from Lambeau. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now let's go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Able to haul it in is Kittle, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And a give this time to the tailback. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green, 39.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to find Garcon. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go. Go, Leopard! Leopard! Hurry up, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
On 1st and 10, Gabbard. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Gabbard escaping the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. First down carry here for Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. They'll try to throw here. Gabbard. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the gun, Gabbard. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. They needed 17 on 3rd down, and that's exactly what they got. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Play fake, Gabbard. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Gabbard on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On play action, Gabbard. And he whips that one incomplete there. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A 2nd down throw now for Gabbard. Screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He dumps it to Hyde. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about J.G.?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he's got some physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter, even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Garoppolo out to the flat for Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. All right, thank you, Larry. Plenty of intrigue to come. A one-point game as we get set for half two. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 25. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
Gabbert now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 8-yard line. A good pickup there of 22. And now the offense operates in the red zone. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. They run again with Logan. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Over the middle to Garcon. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Here we go now.
Play action. Garoppolo. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So following the interception, here's Gabbert. Flushed out right. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First down, Gabbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And now a first down following that long gain. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. He finds an opening past the 40. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to hold it in. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Let's go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Garoppolo again. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Gold now out to kick it away. Now to return, this is David Johnson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Fitzgerald. Well, the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So another snag for Fitzgerald, who in 2015 became the youngest player at age 32 to hit 1,000 receptions. He's piling up some more.
Well, the way he's playing today, it's almost like he's trying to get a second 1,000 just in one contest. And when they're operating this well and clicking like that, well, that's a big reason why they're winning the game.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he's not able to get away. Gabbert sacked. Calais Campbell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And an update now from up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Second down and 4.
Watch
it now, Barney! Detroit! Here we go now! Here we go now!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Niners on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Garoppolo on the bootleg. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Second down following the incompletion. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Gabbard on 1st down. Dumping it off for Johnson. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
To throw is Gabbard. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's Gabbard now. And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now Gabbard. And the pressure gets to him again. Marcel Darius in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This is taken at his 4. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now Gabbard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Gabbard. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The rookie from Alabama, Reuben Foster. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Detroit! Detroit! Over! Hurry up, hit it!
Now Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the rookie safety from Washington, Buda Baker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. They've gone to the 4th up in Seattle, and that one a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Seahawks. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd down and 12. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Now Garoppolo, got to have this one. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Give him 14 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.